still constantly bouncing on those.
Aggressive, get overconfident.
Yo, mi gente. Welcome back to VIC SZN Sports. Now, I bet you guys any money that if Ryan Garcia was to fight against Jaron Ennis, he beats him in spectacular fashion, in knockout, in fact. And here's a few reasons why. Now, we know what's up with Jaron Ennis, and he had a nice run. He still got a nice run going on if you're just looking at the record. But let's pay attention to how he has been lately and how he's been performing lately, right? And the matchup and style compared to how Ryan Garcia fights. Now, we've seen Cameron land punches on Jaron Ennis all night, right? I say that to say this. One of my reasons have to do with Ryan Garcia's left hook. That left hook is so crucial that maybe when Karen was landing it, it just didn't come with enough pop, enough twitch. You know what I'm saying? Enough power to knock out somebody like Jaron Ennis. But it did stagger him.
Stand still, constantly bouncing on those. Stand still.
If you're that aggressive, get overconfident. Get overconfident.
That's just one of my reasons, right? And the other two I have are like Jaron Ennis' arrogance and also the way they start their fights. But before we get to the arrogance, I want to touch up on the left hook and how they both approach the fight, right? When we look at the fight with Karen and Boots, you've seen that Karen came off to a fast start. He came on strong, fast, getting a lot of success. The last time we seen Ryan Garcia out against Devin Haney, he had an extremely fast start. In addition to that, Karen was getting a lot of success, landing a lot of those punches. My main concern on what punch was being landed was the left hook. Why I say that? Because if we're comparing Karen to Ryan Garcia as a matchup for someone like Jaron Ennis, how can we not mention the left hook when we mention Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia was catching Devin Haney over and over and over with that left hook. Devin Haney wasn't getting hit with so many other punches, just the left hook. Mainly the left hook. Jaron Ennis was getting caught with everything against Karen. Left hook, uppercut, right hook, overhand, jabs. He was getting caught with everything. Jaron Ennis gets hit way too much. When he goes against, or if he goes against a fighter like Ryan Garcia, he will get KO'd because Ryan Garcia commits way too much into a left hook, but has so much success doing it that when he does land against someone like Jaron Ennis, because he will land, it's only a matter of time when he does land. You could have that. It's going to be like that last fight with Abdullah Mason and Vasquez, where he had the defense up, he even had his guard up, and it still slid in through the crack of the glove. Went out, boom, knocked him out. One down and knocked him down. But in this case with Jaron Ennis, in many occasions when he was getting caught, he relies too much on rolling with the punches. You know what I'm saying? And why that's dangerous is that he repeats that pattern a little way too much. It becomes noticeable. It becomes very noticeable, that pattern. So guess what happens? Karen catches on and he sees that, he's repeating the pattern on defense. So guess what? All I have to do is step in a little more, be the aggressor. He got a lot of success, especially with that left hook. Moving on, though, that's just the left hook and how they start the fight. We've seen how Cameron was getting a lot of success. How he start the fight, just like Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney. How he start the fight? Boom, right to the action. Let's get it going. We've seen how someone like Jaron Ennis reacts to that. Then we see moving on to the arrogance, right? When we think about the arrogance of Jaron Ennis, this is what I want to mention because I don't want to sound negative at all. Again, Jaron Ennis was my favorite fighter at one point. Obviously, my favorite fighter changes because fighters change. I become a fan of a specific time, moment, or, you know, just what embodies that boxer to begin with. You know, what made me, whatever made me become a fan of that boxer would have to maintain in order for me to continue being a fan or at least evolve from it. So, and that's just for me. I could only speak for myself, right? So for someone like Jaron Ennis, I liked him because he seemed like he was very humble, you know. He calls his fighters out and whatnot, but that's what you're supposed to do as a fighter, right? But when you see him going to that ring, guess what he's doing? He's getting the job done. He's being slick, he's being a showsmanship, but guess what? He's disciplined during the process. You don't see him focusing on everything else. The last two fights, we see him perform at home. And, you know, in his walkout, in his last fight against Karen, he came out, and guess what happened, man? He's out there with G Herbo, which is all good. Ain't I like G Herbo too. After being around G Herbo, coming out that ring, I'm not saying this is his fault. I'm just saying the distraction. I feel like him focusing on everything else but his opponent and Karen, looking over Karen the whole time. He walks out with G Herbo jamming, doing his thing, whatever the case is, right? He then goes into the ring, and then the bell rings, whatnot. And now he's kind of focused on the crowd. He's focused on his corner. And he's telling his corner, yo, chill, chill. Like he's trying to show off. Like, yo, chill, chill, chill. It's all good. I got this under control. Trust me, right? And for me, that's kind of cocky. It's almost like, it kind of reminds me of Shakur Stevenson when he did that against his last opponent as well. He's like, yo, I got this. I'm going to knock him out in the next round. And he never does it. That's the same thing we've seen in about the second, third round from Ennis, where he's like, yo, chill, chill. Bro, you have to, he had to be the one to chill. He was trying to go for that kill way too much, looking over Karen. You know, he's complaining to the ref. He's focused about the ref. You know what I'm saying? The crowd, the corner. You know, celebrating too much in the walkout, even in the post-press conference, the post-fight interview. It's like he's not really giving the true respect of Karen. For as long as he's in these bright lights on these stages, he's gonna transform himself. This is my perspective of this. He transforms himself into like a Mayweather type of individual. But Mayweather went through a process before he got there. He went through a level of competition before he got there. He went through a level of business. He became the man with the plan. This is why I believe that someone like Ryan Garcia will knock him out.
Stand still, constantly bouncing on those. Stand still.
If you're that